Start your Airbnb 5-year plan now. Why you should start Airbnb in 2025. Most retirement plans take about 65 years or more now. I've seen some places they've moved it up to almost 70 years old. What other career can you work where you can set your own hours, be your own boss, and retire in about 5 to 10 years instead of 65 to 70 years? There's not many. I highly recommend starting your Airbnb business. Now, I can't tell you how other people are doing it, but I can tell you how we've done ours the last 5 years. And we've found a lot of success. We've found there's a lot of learning curves that hopefully you won't have to experience, that we experienced, that by us helping you, you won't have to experience. We built this business in 5 years and we're planning to retire this summer. Retirement doesn't have to look like stopping work. The nice part about what we mean by retirement is you don't have to show up every day, clocking in, showing up for somebody else, doing somebody else's work, being there for somebody else. You can focus on your own projects, your own things, and you do not have to going to work every day to make your money. You get to work on your passion projects, you get to work on the stuff you want to do because you've built your business, and now that pays for everything else. You don't have to worry about your income, you don't have to worry about needing money for anything. You've got that covered. You put in the work, you put in the time, and now that's self-sufficient, so it allows you to go and do the things that you actually want to do, which is great. So spending time with your kids, working from home, being a stay-at-home parent, building a different business, or doing something that you love, the options are endless. The nice part is that in 5 years, we've gotten to this point. Now, we've experienced a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and we didn't have a lot of guidance. We figured a lot of stuff out for ourselves, and we made it work. So we're happy to say that we've had so much experience and so many different things, trials, errors, that we feel extremely confident to put our experience out there and hopefully help and inspire other people to take that first step and start your Airbnb business. Do not wait. Start this year, 2025, and have the best year yet. That puts you 1 year closer to retiring, 1 year closer to doing more of your hobbies, 1 year closer to spending more time with your kids. Because that's what it's really all about, is freeing up that time so you can be there for your kids when it matters most. And no, that's not their sports games or any of those big events I'm talking about. You would get time off for those things most likely anyway. What I'm talking about is being there for your kids in the morning when they wake up, spending time with them, breakfast, playing, all those little moments that you can really be there for and be present because you're not worried about getting somewhere to clock in and work for somebody else. You make your own schedule and you work for yourself. So you can do those things and enjoy them and relax and be there for your kids. And that's really what it's about, is being there for your kids and creating a life that you can revolve around your family and your children. This is not a get rich quick by any means. Like I've said, this is 5 years that this took us. Hopefully it takes you less because you did not have to do what we had to do, which was figure out a lot of this on our own. There is work involved. You know, you will have to work for yourself, but the nice part is it offers you a plan of action that allows you to live more of your life than clocking into a 9 to 5, which forces you to give up a lot of your life. And when I talk about life, I'm talking about the daily life experience. So you're waking up, you're working all day, you're spending time traveling, you're going to work for somebody else, you're coming home, you're exhausted, just to wake up, do it all over again. That's not this. You will have to wake up early, you will have to put in long days, but the difference is the amount of time that pays off in. So that could pay off in just a few years versus dedicating most of your life until you're 65 to finally getting those retirement hours that you can't really enjoy because most of your youth is gone. So we are Retire Young Rentals because we want to empower other people and families, young families, to retire young. Keep looking at my notes if that's what you're wondering. I keep looking down because I want to cover a lot of these points. I don't want to miss anything. The nice part is you can be there for your kids without asking for time off from somebody else. You make your time, you know what you need to do, and the nice part is you can block that time out and do it. Instead of having to put in a request, you can make that request with yourself, right? and restructure things so you can get everything done. If you're worried about different things like, oh man, how do I handle guests, and what if somebody damages my property, and how do I go about getting a property, and how do I decorate, and what do I put? We have all of this answered, everything answered. Don't worry about not being able to communicate with your guests efficiently. We have a lot of pre-written responses that we use, actually, that I created myself. So there's a full list of pre-written responses that we edit and tailor to each guest's needs, which is really nice because it allows you to not have to spend so much time on your phone working. You really only are working somewhere between 15 minutes to 2 hours a day. We rarely work more than that. Some days we work less than 15 minutes a day. So it's a trade-off. If there's something that happens that we need to tackle an issue, we might be on the computer a little bit more, on the phone a little bit more. But once that's resolved, it's pretty much steady baseline that we don't really have to worry about the systems we have in place. They're in place, they function, everything works really great. So you only have to step in a few key points of the day, which I think is much better than driving to work, clocking in, working all day. I'd rather be checking in with a guest, taking a call while I'm living my life, but everybody's different. We don't want you to feel like you are doing this on your own. There is a lot of pressure and a lot of questions and a lot of uncertainty when it comes to making such a huge decision and a huge jump. The nice part is you don't have to do it by yourself. It's not all resting on your shoulders because we're here. We've done it before. We'd love to help you. We love to work with you, and we love to support you. I and my husband really have created something that serves the community. That's something that we want to serve the people who want to come here, who want to visit here. And we also want to empower and inspire other people to take on their hosting and take on their short-term rentals and excel at it and enjoy it. So if that's something that you feel really called to do, that you feel really excited about, that's been on your heart for a little while, we would love to work with you and give you support and help you out in taking that first step and continuing steps. We would love to be there and assist you for as long as you would love to work with us. We would love to work with you. We currently have 13 rental units and we own all of them outright. We've done this without investors. We've done this without outside support. We've done this so we can be in charge of all of our income. And I've seen a lot of other creators who get investors or get different things going where they're like, we own one ourselves and we've invested with somebody else with another, and we recommend owning it yourself. So if that's something that you can create sustainable right off the bat to get going so that you can continue to purchase more and more and more and own them yourself, that's something that we would love to empower you to do. I don't think that there is a wrong way to do Airbnb or any short-term rentals. I don't think that there's a right way to do Airbnb or short-term rentals. This is just our way and how we've done it ourselves. Overall, this has allowed us to have one stay-at-home parent and one parent who works for themselves. This has allowed us to have a lot of free time, a lot of family time, a lot of different things that we would not have been able to do at all. And through the process, even when we've been working really hard, we get all of our holidays off. We get all of our special birthdays off. We have the time to do all these things. And I don't want you to think that it doesn't take time, dedication, support from both parties. It really, really does. But the payoff in the amount of time is so much bigger and so much more rewarding that it's worth it, if that makes sense. You don't feel like you're dumping your time into an endless pit, you know? It's going to reward you in the end. Our full course will be dropping soon. I'm very excited about it. I've worked very, very hard on it, so we're really excited to release that to everybody. In the pre-sale stage, if you purchase our course in the pre-sale stage, you will get one 30-minute discovery call. Normally the 30-minute discovery calls are $99 because it is entirely tailored to your questions and your situation. So because it is 100% of our undivided time and attention, to you, to your questions, to your situation that we can answer to help you get kickstarted. So that will be included for free in the pre-sale. So if you purchase the course in the pre-sale, then that will be included. We really hope to see you there. The pre-sale will not go on for very long, so we want you to be able to jump in there really quick. If you are not sure about the course, you're not sure about that, you just want to hop on a call with one of us, we do have calls available for both of us. With me, so I do interior design, I do co-hosting, I am also a host, different things like that, and he is a contractor, host. He does a lot of the legwork with finances and all that stuff. So if that's something that you're like, oh wow, I would love some more support with that, we have that available to get on a one-on-one call with him. If you're like, oh wow, my big thing is interior design, how do I make my property stand out with all these other competitors, I'm your person for that. So we really hope to see you in our community soon, and thank you for taking your time to be here with us at Retire Young Rentals. We appreciate you and your time so much. Please just take a few of your moments to leave us a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below about any questions you might have. We'll see you soon.